He had Kim already? Was he already popping Kim? I wish it was before the sex tape or after the sex tape. Right. Question. That's good. We don't know. We don't know that he had.
It might have been before, low key, man. Might have been before.
Houston, nigga. That's what I'm trying to say. Wait, huh? He had.
Yo, what up, Elite Live Streams? We back with another one. Happy Sunday out there.
Playoff Sunday.
Sundays. NFL. We out here. How you doing, J-Rock? What's good?
Man, I'm chilling, man. You know, this is like probably one of the best weekends for sports. I feel like, especially when the wild card Sunday is usually pretty lit, and these matchups, man. I'm not gonna lie, they have been they have met the standard so far.
Right on.
We're watching we're kind of glancing at the 49ers and Eagles right now. But all the other two games have been great.
Yeah, man. The Bears.
Shout out to you Rams fans. Shout outs to the Bears fans. Shout out to the Bills fans. The Bills just got it done earlier. So yeah, It's one of them kind of Sundays, man. It's real sports going on.
Yeah, man. It's evenly matched, for a good amount of time. Anybody can win this year. We don't see KC anymore, so now it's up for grabs.
Yeah. Lamar's not there.
There you go.
It's wide open.
Yeah, man. So the Eagles, you up next.
Here we go.
You feel me? But yeah, we came across this crazy story. You know us, we like to bring breaking news and very interesting stories to the forefront. So this one is about a man named Jonathan Garla, who is accused of robbing a grave, selling stolen human remains, and putting them on Instagram for sale, man. Just off the thoughts, what do you think about that, bro?
I don't like the verbiage per se, just because I mean
it's crazy.
I don't want anybody to just listen to me when I say this. I don't like the verbiage because it's the thought of robbing a grave, like robbing. When I think of robbing, it's like, yes, you're stealing something from somebody, but it's like things that you kind of have. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like my watch or my car, my house that you stole or you're stealing. I'm stealing from. Stealing body parts and digging up graves and shit. That's like a different kind of. I wouldn't use that verbiage because that's like you're a different kind of sick individual to even be in that realm of somebody saying it. So I wouldn't want the verbiage to be robbed. He smoked it. Robbing. I would more so be at a point where it's like there's not even a word for that. Like to go dig up somebody's family, bro.
Man.
Somebody's loved one, and then take those remains and do whatever you're doing with them. Because I mean, if the man is willing to sell him, he's probably doing all kind of weird shit in his house with him. It just becomes the point of like, that's like super devilish. You know what I mean? Like it's like, damn, this are you from the devil? Like the devil sent you here for sure, directly,
man.
Type of deal, you know what I mean? Because it just that shit is wild to even think of. Like and then it doesn't make it any better. Where it's like you had the time. It's because it says over 100 times.
There you
You know what I'm
go.
saying? So you're just showing up to this grave site, this cemetery, over and over and over and over again, and digging up shit and don't nobody know.
Man, what the fuck's going on?
I mean, I get it. It's Pennsylvania, but still, like, I feel like any cemetery, that's like sacred land, bro. Those are, those are dead people that got buried.
Right. So we'll read the report here, right? So let me pull that up real quick. Make sure we on point. All right. So it said police say a Lancaster County man is under arrest after they found over 100 human remains in his basement, believed to be tied to dozens of grave robberies. All right. This is from WNEP TV 16 in Pennsylvania. All right. So this is a reputable source.
Right.
All right. This was going on in the United States right now that they don't want y'all to talk about. They got motherfuckers robbing graves, dog.
It's crazy to think about that there are like people that are that like sick and tormented in their brains and just fucked up individuals in life where that's like your that shit sounds like a hobby. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point where that shit is like a hobby. If you 100 remains,
right? It's
like, nah, this is my hobby is digging up people's loved ones in cemeteries, cleaning up the shit, and then trying to resell the shit on Instagram. And then the fact that there's even a market for that makes it even crazier. Like, there's a market, people just buy skulls. Human skulls, bro. People buy them.
Hey man, there's, like I said, there's some sick, demented individuals out here, and that doesn't come from nothing. Like, he didn't just all of a sudden get into this.
No,
like,
he's been a fucking freak, bro.
Yeah, a lot of these people, they're on the internet, they're on these forums, they're in back rooms talking to one another, trying to figure out what's going on, right?
Like, that's some shit that should be on the like, if they had been like, oh, he was selling this shit on the black market, I'd have been like, oh, okay, not better, you know what I mean? Because that's still fucked up, but just like, oh, he's selling on the black market. You know, the black market ain't really
there's something to that, right?
No, they saying that he's trying to sell these remains on Instagram. That's crazy, bro.
Man,
that makes it crazy,
bro. So that's why let me pull this up for y'all. Let's pull up the news source right here.
You got to get put under the jail for that, bro.
Yeah, there's something going on, man.
You got to get under the jail.
Something wrong with these people, dog. Like, this is how you feel, this is what you into. All right, bet. So here we go. This is from Channel 2 News. New details, an alleged grave robber case. All right, let's hear it from Channel 2 News.
And tonight we're also learning more about the man who is at the center of this case, a man his friends say was just a normal guy. CBS 21's Maxine Rose continues our team coverage and joins us live. And
you already see how they try to cover
a normal guy. He's not a fucking normal guy.
They said over 100 bodies.
Come on, bro. You tamper with. Come on, man. And you a regular? You're not a regular. He's not a regular guy. This case is not regular. There's nothing regular about this, bro. So let's not use. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's what I'm saying. I stated that at the beginning of the potty. Like, the verbiage that is being used is ridiculous. Like, he's not a. You guys are playing like he's a regular guy that just what turns you into wanting to go dig up dead bodies, bro, and go get the remains and try to sell them? That's weird.
Help me understand what that is, because if we're going bar for bar, right, then we're saying like this is creepy behavior. You know what I'm saying? There's pictures of this guy out here looking a certain way, of a certain persuasion.
He looks the part,
right?
So you can't say regular guy. Don't even say that. Just say a guy,
right?
Or whatever other verbiage you would like to use, but not regular. He's not. It's nothing regular.
Don't try to downplay.
Don't downplay.
You feel me? When you already know what it's doing, and that's why I always try to make sure that y'all see the propaganda, how the media will manipulate for them people. That's just how it be, bro. And it's crazy because we all see it, and how you easily. You already know this dude's a grave robber, but nah, we're gonna say he was a normal guy.
What? Was he?
Don't seem like it to me, man.
What's normal about that?
All right, so let's go back and continue to hear this story.
Ephrata. Maxine, what did they tell you?
Alex, today I spoke with a man named Trevor Poole. He spoke with me over video call today from his home in Williamsport. But of course, we are outside the home right now, where investigators have been searching through for the past couple days here. What we know from Trevor Poole is that he was a former friend of Jonathan Gerlach, and he says he met him through the music scene.
Good people can do bad things.
The more than 550 charges filed.
That's where we start. That's why are y'all just throwing it in? Good people can do bad things. It's not a good person, bro. I'm gonna say this shit on record. If you're willing to go dig up somebody's loved one, bro,
you're on a different type of time.
You were never a good person, bro.
It's different timing. That's a different timing.
It's not a good person, because we can't say, oh, good people do bad things. Yeah, they do, but that's not a good person. That's a demented devil worshiper type deal. It's not a good person, bro. There's nothing good about that.
All right, over 100 bodies.
Come on, man.
All right, that he dug up in a grave and brought back to his home.
Yeah, man. No, it's not, you can't. Nah, man. Just look at the verbiage, bro.
Look, man.
And they just like clip that in there real quick, like
psychopathic behavior.
Good people do bad things. Like, do they? Because it just seems like he's just a bad person.
Listen, man, it's quite interesting, right? How you can see the framework, right?
Yeah,
it's like they're giving you the character, right? Who this guy was and all that, but they're also making sure that they're tiptoeing around it
instead of just saying what it is, man.
Look, man, this is the propaganda that the white media is able to control and protect their people, man.
What the news does, man.
Against Jonathan Gerlach is not adding up for former friends like Trevor Poole.
My reaction is, it seems like something like psychosis of some sort. I just wonder what I get.
Psychosis. Look, man.
That's what would say triggered him.
Poole says he met Jonathan Gerlach around 2010 while playing at shows with his band.
Nah, bro. That's not a triggering thing, bro.
Psychosis.
Nothing triggers you to want to dig up dead bodies, bro. Something triggered him to want to do that? So from 2010 until now, something triggered him to want to do that. No, bro, that's already in you, bro. You're a sick individual already.
The question would be, what would trigger something in that,
bro? You've already been thinking about doing this shit,
man.
And it probably got to a point where like the opportunity, he pulled the trigger and did. And once he got into it, he kept doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's not something set this off. Nah, this nigga been on that.
You don't accumulate 100 bodies overnight.
Come on, bro. You don't accumulate.
Doesn't happen.
And we won't say bodies because that's about over 100 body parts.
Yeah,
I will say. That's why, man. This
is what they're saying. Okay, this is all the reports, right? So that's why we're bringing up the news reports so you guys can see what set off. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just us right here, all right?
And called My Hearts of Fear. Poole says Gerlach also joined a band called Road to Milestone as a lyricist and vocalist, and both of their bands would often play at shows together until around 2018.
Even John was like,
what the fuck does the
one of my closer friends that I would.
What do the band got to do with that? So you're in a band, okay? What do that got to do with what the charges are? What we found you doing? So when they found you doing it and then they come and get you and you say, oh, well, I was in a band. What does that mean? Nothing. You were in, so what? Why is that even being reported? We don't care if he was in a band.
You gotta build the character.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta make them look humanized.
Yeah, you gotta make it look a certain way. Whatever, but it's just like that don't make sense. Like, no, say what it really is. Don't tiptoe around it like you said earlier. They're tiptoeing.
Nah, you guys are actually protecting.
In a sense,
you feel me? Protecting truth away from people.
Trying to paint the narrative like he was a regular guy. No, he wasn't, bro. That's not regular.
He was everything that they are saying he is because the evidence will show that. How do y'all feel?
Bro, you got 100 body parts in your crib, bro. From bodies you didn't dug up, man. You're not. Come on, man.
Yeah,
you're not a regular person. There's nothing regular about that.
You're out of there, bro.
There's nothing regular about that.
Nah, it's a different feel you gotta have, man. If you're out here, out going, you had to do this at night because there's no way you can do that in the daytime. So you're going out here.
These are plans,
man. So you do that, and then now you get caught, and what? Now we're supposed to say, oh, he was in a band, and maybe he had psychosis.
Something happened, and this and this and that. Nah, man. Nah. Not going, bro.
Hold on, let's continue this shit because it keeps going, man.
I'm not going.
Hang out with
Trevor Poole, former friend.
Chop it up with outside of the shows. It would always just be him and I talking about, our beliefs, and he's a very empathetic guy. Like, he was always a good dude.
What? How?
Bro.
What's empathetic about digging up bodies, gang?
Hey,
what are you talking about,
listen,
bro?
Man. Brother,
for sure. Like, brother.
I think that doesn't sound how you think it sounds.
That sounds crazy, bro.
Yeah, like if that was true, you wouldn't be tampering with the dead, man. People are laid to rest. This is a place of
done.
It's a very sacred place.
Sacred, all right. Like, man, for the chat, man, for the people, just think about it, man. You lay one of your loved ones to rest, bro, and you got a weirdo tampering around, and he dig up your mama, your cousin, your best friend.
What if somebody dug up Katie?
Come on, bro. We're on fire.
Somebody has to die.
We're tripping, bro.
If I found out that my grandparents was dug up,
and this creep got my fucking grandma's skull in his crib, and he's trying to set, like, come on. There's no empathy there. So what do you mean he was an empathetic?
That's a terrible thing to do. That's the worst thing that anybody could do.
Let's not act like that's regular. Like, and then you guys are saying he was a regular guy. Something set this off. Like, nah, hell no.
Like, who would even have the urge to be, going into cemeteries, right, and digging up bodies, bro? Who would have the time to do that?
What level of psychosis is this, y'all? Oh, it was he had a psychotic break, and that's what made him do it. What? Huh?
Yeah, there's something wrong with him. Like, literally,
if they can't give him the death penalty, he gotta go under the jail,
bro. It's just an insane story, dog.
It's just, that's a different level of disrespect, I would say.
Oh no, that's the ultimate.
That's like the ultimate level that you can disrespect the person, disrespect the family, just disrespect humanity. Like, bro, who digging up bodies, bro?
This is a place of rest.
Ridiculous.
A place of rest. Somebody goes here to lay their family, to go as well later to visit, you know what I'm saying, to pay respects. So the fact that you would disrupt
that narrative is like,
bro, it's deep seated. It's some dark energy that you're attached to, and the fact, like you said, the fact that they're building the character as though he's this empathetic guy who is a musician
who did all of this shit,
and this guy makes musicians look bad.
He had a psychotic break, something happened, and that's why he ended up doing this. Nah, hell no,
nah. So look, let's continue this story, man. So y'all could see, because like I said, we're always gonna bring the receipts around this bitch.
That's what we do.
You know what I'm saying?
For someone in the heavy metal community, having an interest in oddities doesn't exactly come as a shock, Poole says. But Poole also says Gerlach never even mentioned being into it.
That's a the skull right there.
Come on, dog.
Look at that.
So look, this is another thing.
He was selling it online.
So look, B, this also another
it says mall call always got a possibility. Who was calling me, man? Don't fuck up the stream. All right, look at that. Selling it online. Right there, y'all.
It's another thing. The fact that you get it out, this will make it worse. The fact that you get it out of there that cleanly, that means you took it home, cleaned it up, tried to act like it was not, like, come on, bro.
You took off the flesh, bruh.
Unless these are bodies that were
maybe they're already
whatever.
decomposed. Still, you're messing with decomposed bodies?
Wow, bro. That's what I'm saying. And you just took that out of there. And now it's for sale?
Bro.
On Instagram.
Bro.
So not I won't say ours or anybody's per se, but just think about it in that context. Your grandma's fucking skull is for sale because this man went and dug it up.
Bro.
And he had the audacity to really try to sell this drink.
Bro.
What?
Real life, man.
It's just
This
really
happening right
now.
Happening right now in your neighborhood. You feel me?
It's like, bro, it's to the point.
Beware.
Like, it's to the point. Like, if they search this man's crib and they find anybody, any bone that he has, he's got to go under the jail. Or the death penalty.
I mean, his mud shot is up here.
Just one. They don't got to find.
Yeah, like
just one thing.
Y'all gotta do something about this. This is a danger to society.
That's
y'all
crazy.
Always calling Black Americans menace to society. This is a menace to society right here, a real one, a real menace to society right here in the flesh
right now.
all them propaganda y'all put out about us. All right, well. Y'all got to talk about the grave diggers and the illicit acts of a lot of y'all people now.
Which is crazy.
What's going on in these streets?
Like, it's crazy to even think about that. Like, I'm just more so just putting a spotlight on the fact of the thought. You're gonna wake up at 2-3 in the morning, and now you're at a cemetery at 2 or 3 in the morning, which is already creepy.
Yeah.
Cemeteries is creepy to me in the daytime.
That part.
So you there at 2-3 in the morning and you're digging.
Man.
There's no security. There's no camera. What is this? There's nothing there.
I'm trying to figure out because somebody had to allow this to happen for him to be digging up graves.
Nobody's seen nothing. Nobody knows nothing.
That don't sound right. Something sound fishy to me. That's all I'm saying. Something sound fishy, bro.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Yeah, like let's see. Maybe they mentioned it in the story, y'all. Let's pull it up.
See what I'm saying? So you didn't put no, you know what I'm saying? So you put in dirt back in the hole. So then think about it like this, Vic, the tender the next morning. So the people that cut the grass, the tender people that go through
Undertaker.
You telling me the So you telling me that nobody's seen that? Oh, this shit look dug up,
man.
100 times?
Like
or let's say maybe not 100, 30 times. And they saying that he's empathetic. No, he's a fucking got nothing. A psycho.
That's a skull right there on the screen, y'all. Look at that skull. He was selling that stuff.
And then started selling on Instagram.
Come on, bro.
At the time,
honestly, like he was very to himself.
He's over.
As far as like social media goes, it seemed like he kept it pretty minimal.
His Insta.
How is it minimal if he has pictures of him selling skulls on his social media, sir?
The fact that you're fact that you're looking for words to say, and it's taking you so long to get that out, lets me know that you know how this sounds and you know how you sound. I put it to you like this, B. You my best friend in the world. Love you to death. If you did anything remotely like that and they tried to get me on the news to talk to you about it, I'm not fucking going, bro. I'm telling them to get the fuck out of my face. Yeah. Seriously, like what?
Sometimes it's best to say nothing at all.
I'm not gonna say shit. I said, y'all see what that nigga on? I'm not going, bro. No. Get out of my face, crap. I'm not doing it. Like what? I don't want to be interviewed. Well, you're his best. I wasn't a part of it. I don't have nothing to say. Straight up. The fact that he's even trying to find words is crazy. He might be crazy as well.
Yeah,
he might be in the
that man. Yeah, something going on with him.
It's like, what are you? You're trying to take up for this? How do you take up for a grave digger, bro? Somebody that will go. You don't take up for that,
bro.
You don't try to paint him in no different light than what he is, bro.
Exactly what he stands
That's
for.
it.
Which is robbing graves and doing whatever weird things to dead bodies, which is
fucking crazy.
Look at this.
Instagram page confirmed by documents for a search warrant. It says, quote, the 533 accounts and pages Gerlach is following revealed an abundance of accounts referencing skeleton collections, corpses, taxidermy, human skull store, oddities, and bone museums.
It has a human skull store.
Over 533 accounts.
In order to sell a human skull, you got to keep that going some way or another. So you go to the joint, to the cemetery, and you dig up shit. It's not, bro. It's not. Skulls aren't just attainable like that to the point where you have an online shop for them. That means you're a sick individual, bro. That's to the point of like sick. That's to the point of like this. Think about where we stay. We stay in Long Beach.
Yeah.
Willow and fucking Orange. You have the fucking cemetery there. That cemetery's been there our whole lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know that there's skulls and bones in there. That's like him going there, digging up the shit because he know that, because he's done research to know that this is an old cemetery and digging all that shit up, bro.
Man.
Like, come on, bro.
Like, what are you doing, dog?
Like, seriously, dude.
What's your life like?
Like, come on.
That's insane. Like, and literally to do this with like no, just out the blue. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna start selling by 100 bodies.
There's no way on earth that's the thing that just popped up, bro. No, you've been on that. You've been on weird shit, bro.
No, it's pissing me off because
you know what I mean?
There's also a part, where they're not showing a picture of this guy to y'all. And that's what's pissing me off.
Oh, they don't want them to know who
they don't want you to know what this guy looks like.
That's crazy.
So what we're gonna do is make sure y'all see, so you guys are informed. If you are in the Pennsylvania area, you can keep a lookout for people of this type of ilk, if you know what I'm saying. All right, so here we go. I'm pulling right up for y'all. All right, now take a look at this.
Look at this guy. Now you guys tell me, does he not look like a weirdo?
Now let me zoom in. Look at that.
Look at that guy.
Hold up, man. They trying to bait. They trying to hate on your boy on the full.
I don't know what a gravedigger looks like, but he looks like he could be one.
Look at that.
He looks off. Something's off.
He look like somebody who would be
on some weird shit,
hanging out at cemeteries
at fucking 3 a.m,
doing obscene things to,
you get what I'm saying,
people who are not alive anymore. This is crazy. Look at this.
And it's also the thought of this, B. Like I just said, it has to be a older cemetery. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because don't get me wrong, like bodies, I don't know how long it actually takes for a body to fully decompose once it's buried in a casket under the ground.
Yep.
But the chances of you fucking up, because it's like, how do you jump in the cemetery and just figure out what stone you want to dig up? You know what I'm saying? I'm going into that type of shit. That's where my brain goes. Like, so how do you just know, like,
where did
so
you
start?
You
have to have some kind of records of who then got buried, when such and such got buried. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? To know how long they've been there. That's what I'm saying. This is more than just, something set him off and now he's doing this. No, this might be years in the work of this. Like what cemetery can I hit?
That's what I'm saying. That's what tells me that, even in the report it says 533 accounts. So what does that really mean? That means that at some point there was at least 530 accounts of him doing certain things, not only to skeletons, but what they're saying taxidermy. Taxidermy means that he was doing this to animals as well.
He has an issue.
All right.
Not he all of a sudden he just got on this. No, he has an issue.
He's insane. Like what? Bone museums?
Like, come on, bro.
That means that he was taking skeletons, bro.
He has an infatuation with this shit.
All right, so let's continue this story so y'all can see, because if you're in this area, you might want to be on guard for anybody who's acting in this type of behavior.
But another alleged Instagram page of his shows more.
I think it was just kind of it blended in. I guess my overall,
bro. Let me zoom back to that Instagram page so y'all can see the terror. Look at that.
Come on, man.
See this, J-Rock?
I'm looking at it. Come on, man.
He has 6,000 followers on this page.
Come on, man. Come on, man. So it's 6,000 people that have followed this man. So it's not just him. It's a plethora of people that have this issue that are infatuated with this weird shit.
Listen, bro.
If that's what he's posting, you know what I'm saying? And he has 6,000 people following it. Come on, dog. So don't get me. So there's, as crazy as this sounds, B, there's a market for that. That's wild,
bro.
There's a market for that.
That's why I said, man, for him to be able to collect that many accounts of all these different things, be able to dig up 100 bodies.
There's a market.
There was somebody who was letting this happen. He was tapped in with a certain amount of people that were turning a blind eye. All right, because there's no way that somebody could just be back there.
Or if not a blind eye, they was with it. They was with it. They was with it. If it wasn't a blind eye,
there you go.
They with it. Like, oh yeah, I'm into that weird shit too.
Hey, who's he selling them to?
Is the question,
right?
That's what I'm saying.
Who's the customers?
The 6,000 followers.
All right, yeah, you took him out, but now it's time to look for his customers. Go through his records
and see what happened.
And see who was buying and who he was shipping it to. That's easy work. This could be a whole ring right here, man.
And that's sick as fuck. That this could really be a ring of people that are really into this.
6,000 followers, man. 6,500 followers. Hold up. That's almost 7,000 people
that are
who are interested in this type of stuff. And this guy's over here caping for him, man.
That's crazy to me.
Hold up, let's go back because y'all got to see this, man. It's insane how they're trying to really frame this like, oh, like we didn't know.
No, they're trying to frame it as though it's not a big deal. That shit is a big deal, bro.
It was just kind of it blended in. I guess my overall take generally is I never ever would have expected him to do something like this.
And that is just a little bit of what we know so far about Jonathan Garla.
I'll say it one more time. Again, though. Because if you was into some weird fucking shit like this, and then news came to me and wanted me to do an interview about the weird shit that you just did, I'm not doing the interview, cuz. I'm not saying nothing.
I have the right to remain silent.
Yeah, whatever y'all see is what it is. Don't ask me shit, because I don't know. The fact that his friend is trying to like kind of smooth it over. You can't smooth over digging up bodies, bro. People say it's sacred. You don't
6,000 followers. I'm sure you were one of them.
Yeah, you don't.
How did you not equate this to that?
You don't smooth that over with the statements that he just made. Like, oh well, he was. You got to think about when the interview started, when they started interviewing until the end of it. If you really look at that, man, he's looking for words to say. And because I feel like he's probably in on this shit. He don't want to implicate himself. But he's looking for words to try to deter them from even searching more. But bro, to me, fuck all of the searching more. If we go in your crib, bro, and there's a bone in that motherfucker, you going under the jail. Or you gotta get executed. It's one or the other.
Pretty straightforward.
It's no other way, bro. That shit is sacred, bro.
Like people are made to rest here. All right, people pay their respects, their family members, people that they really care about. All right,
this is where my brain go, B. This is how deep my brain go, and just how crazy it is, bro. When I get to thinking about shit like that. Let's say I wanted to go see my grandma, nigga, at fucking 2 a.m.
Yeah,
and I get on the joint at 2 a.m. They can't, because I feel like cemetery's closed, but however, oh my god. And I get in the motherfucker, and I get to my grandma's joint, and I look over and I see a nigga with his back down. And I just see him digging. What do you think I'm gonna be on?
It's crash out time.
What? I'm whooping shit.
If it's any time to crash out,
2 a.m. the whoop right there. Like, bro, what are you doing?
And you better be lucky that I don't have my power tool on me, because somebody's gonna get drilled.
It's gonna be wild.
All right,
you know what I'm saying? So
be very, like it's 2 a.m. So you just never know how people are.
I could have been having, I could have been having a moment because I need to go see my grandma. I go see my grandma and I'm looking at it. You think I'm gonna just let a nigga dig up some shit? And he don't even. I know this nigga don't even look like he work here. Who the fuck? And who the fuck works there at that time?
They'll have to dig another grave, homie.
Exactly.
Straight up.
We'll lay you right there with him.
You're gonna be on a t-shirt, my guy.
Digging up, we'll put you right there.
But that's the thing, is
like what are you doing, bro?
There's that component, like the disruption and disrespect to somebody's family, and how you can just do this in such a heinous way where you have a collection
and nobody said nothing. So it's like you got to think.
We showed you what he looks like.
If this is the first cemetery that he's hit, because I feel like this can't be just one cemetery, but it could be.
I mean,
but whatever. Once we kind of pinpoint that, okay, this is what this man does. Are you telling me that in the morning, when the 10-year of the fucking joint come around, you telling me he ain't looking like, oh, this somebody dug? That's not like a clue to something,
man.
Like, oh, this dirt look like this shit just got dug up,
man. Freshly, disrupted. Right?
I'll say it to you like this: for people that like grass, people that got lawns, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When a groundhog dig up to come out of the joint and dig your grass up right there,
right?
It looks like fresh dirt right there. He didn't poke his little head out, dug a hole in your shit,
man.
You telling me a man with a shovel or whatever he's using dig up some shit, mind you, 6 feet deep. You tell it, so ain't nobody seen nothing. And then the next day when you come back, you could tell that that's new dirt.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody's seen nothing.
Something ain't adding up, y'all.
That's crazy.
If this dude has all these followers and he's able to do all this, nobody knows anything. I think somebody knows something. I think a lot of people know something.
A gang of people know something, actually.
Actively working to find out more about those who may have known him more recently, I should say. And officials have been releasing information every single day. We are staying on top of this, and we'll give you the latest as it comes. Reporting in Lancaster County, I'm Maxine Rose, CBS 21 News.
But a horror movie come to life. That's how detectives describe this Lancaster County home. And just today, authorities removed some disturbing discoveries. A man named Jonathan Gerlach is being charged after more than 100 stolen skeletons were found here. We have team coverage on this story today. With CBS
it is 100 bodies, B.
Told you,
that's 100 skeletons, 100 skulls.
Bro,
I mean, you dug up 100 graves.
Skeletons, brother.
Did they say? Wait, rewind. Did they say?
Did they say skulls? We'll bring it back. We're gonna bring it right back. They said skeletons.
I thought they said skulls.
Whole body, bro.
If they said skulls, then nigga, that's 100.
Bro, these motherfuckers is demented, brother.
That's 100 times. So 100 different times this nigga has dug up somebody.
Come to life. That's how detectives describe this Lancaster County home. And just today, authorities removed some disturbing discoveries. A man named Jonathan Gerlach is being charged after more than 100 stolen skeletons were found here. We have team coverage.
So they rewording this shit all kind of weird.
100 stolen skeletons. That's bodies, bro.
That means you didn't dug up at least. You didn't been at a cemetery at least 75 times,
bro. And like we mentioned in the front end as well,
50 to 75.
They said they found as well 533 accounts on top of that. Okay, guys. So please be informed with that too, that we're starting to see this disgusting behavior on a grand scale, because he's had more than just the 100 we're talking about. This dude is on timing with as well 533 accounts of this, right? Insane, bro.
So here becomes my question with the shit. My question for you, B. The way that they're portraying it versus what we know this nigga really is. That's the context that I'm
word.
The possibilities of this really being a psychotic break versus this nigga really just being sick his whole life. What you think the odds are right there? Do you think that like this is just? Do you think, because life happens and shit be happening and people turn into different people,
right?
Do you think that this is more of a people turning into different people, or no? This nigga has been sick for years.
Hey man, have you seen that Dahmer on Netflix show?
Yeah,
Have you watched that?
I watched it.
All right, so I like the fact that they showed him from a kid all the way to where he was, right? Yeah. And there was parts where did it start? It started him with mutilating animals.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. And so they just mentioned that this guy was on that as well, so right?
It's been like that.
So yeah, so I think there's definitely a progression or whatever you want to say for certain children. You know, some kids are into that. I don't know, but some kids are just like, you know, like we all know kids. I mean, I hate to say this, but we do. There's kids in school who it's like they have a dog and they be kicking the shit out of their dog. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They do crazy stuff to their dog or they do crazy stuff to their rabbit or something. You know, you like, damn, bro, why you doing that to your animal? And they be like, oh man, it's just how I do it. And you're like, oh, okay. So it starts there though. It starts with that like control, but as well that like very overly aggressive behavior towards like something that's living.
Yeah.
And then it progresses from animals to humans, bro. And that's how it did in the Dahmer thing, where it started with him slowly but surely becoming creepy.
Because if you really watch the Dahmer shit, you'll realize like, cuz when it comes to humans, Cub kind of went for control before he killed them.
There you go.
No, like he wanted to control them.
Yeah, man.
And be in that aspect.
He was having relations with them, and then
all that shit, right?
Yeah, stuff. Yeah, that part. And so that's why I was just like, when I seen, well, when you hear the same patterns. Yeah. You're like, well, then, yeah, maybe he did have an addiction and some level of like a progression here, because it starts with the taxidermy stuff, because that's exactly what it is. Yeah. A taxidermy is somebody who takes a dead animal, guts it, then stuffs it and makes it into a trophy or a mount. You know, all these people be having them lions and stuff in their house, and they did it on some weak ass safari. You ain't kill it for real. Like, come on, you in a truck with a, you know, AR-15, bro. You know what I'm saying? AK, and you think you really doing something killing a lion, bro. Go out there with a crossbow, bro, and see what happens.
Really see what happens. And let that nigga run at you for let that nigga see you and run at you for
let's see if you really about that. Yeah. And so that's why I think now we got this guy. There's definitely a pattern where he clearly has 533 accounts of him doing very illicit things with bodies and animals.
But you know, I also look at it like this though, B. When you're able to get away with some shit for so long,
yep,
you're gonna keep doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So right. I just think I'm just more so because my problem right now is I can't place enough thought and enough just wherewithal on this. Like there are people in life, because you know you telling me the 6,000, there's people in life that are okay with this,
bro. I'm literally. We showed you guys, all right. That's 6,000 followers like, who were supporting this guy.
Like, what is
who
that?
was selling skulls and skeletons of real human remains.
I just can't put my finger on how
they found him with 100 in his house.
I just don't see how that goes like that, bro. And
look, we're gonna continue. Let's continue, because the story gets crazier, y'all.
Bridge on this story today with CBS 21's Lily Sexton piecing through the search warrant, and Maxine Rose speaking to a former friend who was shedding light on the suspect's past. It's 5:30. I'm Alex Thill, and we're now learning Gerlach was allegedly selling some of those human remains. So let's get right into it. Lily,
we just seen a joint,
bro.
What evidence did police have against him before this arrest?
Let's hear the evidence.
They had been collecting evidence against him for a while now. They were able to get physical DNA evidence from the scene of where the graves were robbed. They also were able to collect information from his social media, where he's being tagged in people speaking about buying and selling these human remains.
The people. So it's not.
I told you, man. There is a ring.
It's a ring.
All right. There's no way that this guy is the only one. All right.
Why would he have?
Who is he selling it to?
Why would he have over 100 fucking skeletons or bones? Let's just call them bones.
Yeah.
From people's graves. Why would he have over 100? Don't get me wrong, niggas weird as fuck. But what if he can't monetize it? Why would he have so many, so much? Because there's a whole
there's people exactly like they just said right there. Y'all just heard it. They said that people were DMing him, giving him pricing for these items. And listen, now this is where I go. Y'all need to now go after them as well. Yeah. Okay? Because if this dude has a clientele
over this shit
for this type of stuff, everybody gotta get got. All right. Clearly, it's a whole ring. A whole ring, bro.
Nobody's gonna talk about it like that.
You know why they not?
Because it puts, sad to say, and I don't really say this on this pod that much, but I'm gonna say it on the pod. It puts the white man in a different light.
Come on, man.
Because this is low, bro. This is low. This is low on a scale of shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Shit is pretty low, bro.
What do we say?
When you can take something sacred, bro, that happens to everybody in life, everybody's gonna die,
bro,
and make that shit to the point where you can make money off of that shit, but in this light, that shit is bad, bro. And the fact that he's a white man it's just,
we're gonna rewind that back.
I don't want to get into I don't want to get into the race.
No, we gonna let them speak for themselves, Jay.
That's some wild shit.
Because what do we say?
Man, ain't no black man doing that shit.
Period.
That's where I'm at. Ain't no black man digging up shit.
All we gotta do is bring the receipts around here. All right. Because at Elite Media, we bring the receipts. Yeah. All we gotta do is let them speak for themselves. So look, listen to this. This is exactly what was going on. All right, listen to this.
They were able to get physical DNA evidence from the scene of where the graves were robbed. They also were able to collect information from his social media, where he's being tagged in people speaking about buying and selling these human remains from him. They also said that Lancaster police got a tip. This was all explained in the search warrant. They received a tip from someone that remained anonymous saying that a family friend that she heard through the grapevine that there is a hanging human corpse in his basement.
Like,
and
come on, bro.
Guys. All right.
What are we?
I made it very clear.
What are we talking about right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy,
bro.
So think about it like this. Think about it like this. Remember what I said? Think about it like this. Remember what I said earlier, right? You go into a cemetery 2-3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Unless you got like mad intel, you're not gonna know what to dig up. So the fact that the nigga has a human, they said corpse, they didn't say skeletons. That means he probably dug up the wrong shit.
Yep.
But still was weird enough to be like, oh, I'll take this shit with me too. Took the whole fucking corpse and they hung it in his house.
Bro.
What are you talking about?
Bro.
Come on.
Listen, man.
Come on, dog.
This is what we're talking about. These are the stories that go right under the radar when this is happening. And mind you, like she said, there was a clientele. He was selling this stuff to people.
These are sick people, man.
All right. So you cannot tell me that you guys don't have that information, because you just admitted that you do. You have that information about who he was selling it to. So you need to be getting them as well. Everybody need to be getting got for what's happening.
Everybody on the hook for that one.
6,500 followers, y'all. We showed y'all the Instagram. All right. This is what they're saying. This is the news.
Everybody's on the hook for that.
Bro, this is crazy. Like a hanging body. They said it was an anonymous tip. So that means somebody seen it.
But
that did end up.
Yeah, the tip becomes not anonymous when you say a family member.
Go for it.
Family member?
Bro.
It's not anonymous. You guys basically try to play it like, oh, well, you know, the family member seen it, but I want to be anonymous. Nah, you don't get to be anonymous, bro. You know why you don't? Because you knew your brother had a fucking problem. Man. Probably 10, 12 years before this shit has even happened.
Bro.
Seriously. And that be the thing with society. Like, when you know somebody got a problem, man, say something early, dog. Don't fucking wait around. Because a person with a problem ain't gonna tell you they're gonna keep. If they getting away with it, they're gonna keep doing it. Man. And clearly, he was getting away with it, so he kept doing it.
Bro, he was able to have a whole business.
This nigga made a business behind this shit. Come on, dog.
bro, had a full-on clientele. All right, that's how they found out. All right, so you cannot tell me that they don't have the information to get this guy and all the people that he was selling his stuff to.
What are we talking about?
Because these people probably, some people already have it. All right, he already sold some stuff.
B, this is similar, very similar, like damn near synonymous with child pornography.
What?
When a child pornography case is going, what happens? They look at it as a ring. Everybody goes down. This shit is very similar to that. I hold it in the same light.
Yeah, this is the most despicable
because this
type of levels of things.
I don't know, and I don't know. People may have different different views on
level,
it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, but I look at that as something sacred. Like we continue to say, bro, let your grandma, let that be your grandma. This thing got your grandma's skull, bro, and he's selling it.
Right,
and making money off of it clearly because he has a clientele.
There's a clientele. There are people who are following him and supporting him based on this merchandise. All right, which is crazy that you could say that about human remains.
Like we regular guys, regular niggas, 9 to 5s, ain't doing nothing weird. We couldn't get 6,500 people to follow us right now. This nigga got 6,500 people following him for doing some foul, weird ass shit, and people are paying like money. That's crazy, bro. That shit is beyond me. Like this is like lowest of the lows type.
This is him, y'all.
Like, lowest of the lows for bread, bro.
Look at this guy.
Lowest of the lows.
Look at him, guys. This is who they're making all the accusations. This is the ringleader. This is the one. So clearly,
this shit can't be for just money. You know what I mean? It got this surpasses just, oh, I'm doing this for money. I'm nah, bro. You really have a problem if this is the level you would stoop to get money. You got a real problem, man. Seriously.
Look at this, bro. Look at this dude. All right. And that's what they're not gonna do. Like I said, this entire story, they refuse to show his picture.
Let that have been a black man.
If that was a brother, he would have been all type of every single scene on the graphic, the front graphics,
fucking plastered.
They would have had them everywhere. And that's why I always make sure that we keep the same energy.
Plastered, bro.
Because ain't no way we not gonna make sure that we let the people know out there, all the people out there who support elite media, what's going on.
A weirdo is a weirdo. I don't give a fuck what color you are.
You're among us.
It don't matter what color you are.
Straight up.
If you're weird and you're doing weird shit like this,
you'll be exposed.
It don't matter what color you are.
We're gonna put you on the screen.
If this was a black man doing this, we would have fired his shit up too.
Straight up. This is
probably would have been worse.
Story.
It probably would have been worse,
bro. This story is completely ridiculous. Whoever you are,
whoever it is,
but the vibes, what you're seeing from this guy is exactly fits the bill, doesn't he? That's what we gotta stay around here.
Look how you look.
So let's continue.
Being true after they were able to execute this search warrant.
Wow. And Maxine, speaking of those friends, I know you were able to talk to someone who says they knew Gerlach. Does his friend say he was like this before all of this happened, or that there was any indication something like this would happen?
Wow. Listen to this.
Yeah, so just to be clear too, I mean, this friend was not mentioned at all in the search warrant. Although I do know that there were some names in that search warrant. We reached out to those people and did not hear back. But as for this former friend, he says that there was no indication that he had even any interest in oddities or collecting these sorts of.
Now listen.
Why the fuck is that okay? Why are y'all still trying to make it like
y'all saw the Instagram, right? Y'all saw the Instagram. We don't got to go back.
Why the fuck would it ever be okay to collect somebody's family's remains? And sell? Why is that even like a okay thing?
And
to even attempt. And he's past the attempt. This nigga really did it. He's really doing this. He really was doing this, bro. Why would that ever be okay? Why is the word collect? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the verbiage that's being used. Why, bro? Collecting.
We need help understanding what's really going on.
You're collecting skulls, but you're the one digging them up and getting them from people's loved ones, bro. What are you talking about? So he has a collection of not collection. No, fuck all of that. You guys should just be out saying this is a sick motherfucker, and he needs to be fucking put in jail for the rest of his life, or he needs to get to chair. That's it.
It's somebody who doesn't need to be on this earth.
He does not need to be here with us like that.
And that very, like I said,
and I'm not, and I get it. I get it.
I get it. Folks out here,
I get it. Man, life ain't supposed to be in our hands like that, but it's in our hands any other time when niggas is just shooting niggas. Man, it's just as despicable as that. It's just as despicable. It's kind of worse than taking somebody's life.
And that's what we're saying. At the bare minimum, y'all got to keep the same energy. All right,
like it's worse than that. It's worse than taking somebody's life,
man.
And if it ain't worse, it's about even. You know what I'm saying? Like we're listening to a story of a man that is taking something sacred. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all know how much a funeral? Do you know how much a funeral costs right now, man? People pay good money to get their people buried or put in a wall in a certain capacity. We had a service, this, and that.
Oh yeah, energy.
You're
all that.
Going back and digging that up and taking the remains from that,
bro.
And this newscast that we're watching, they're minimalizing it, which is crazy, bro.
Right, so let's go to that as well. We got another newscast as well because we got multiple stories on this that they just don't want to sell y'all, man. This is just crazy. So peep this.
Shit is wild.
Now to Delaware County, where investigators say a horror movie came to life. Authorities say they uncovered at least 100 human skulls that were stolen from a graveyard. And tonight they announced an arrest in this case. Action News reporter John Paul live for us now in media with the questionable details here, but how this all unfolded, John.
Sure, I mean, they're working that out right now. Not only skulls, but full skeletons from 200 years ago, some not as old, children, adults, every
200 years old.
So that lets me know that somebody is telling him what to dig up, bro. In my personal opinion. And you know, we can do the current joint of how many people are getting buried in that cemetery. It may just be a cemetery, like I just said,
right?
Like we got in our city, where ain't nobody ever getting buried there again, but ain't nobody fucking with that cemetery. Man. You know what I mean? Nobody's in there trying to dig up nothing. So this could be a cemetery where no one gets buried anymore, but it doesn't make it good when the nigga when they flat out saying, "Oh, I'm taking it like that," because I'm looking at it as the whole picture. He dug up some wrong shit and then hung it in his house. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all could once again paint the narrative. Oh, he's just I don't give a fuck what cemetery it is. Shit's sacred. No matter. I'm talking cemeteries around the earth, everywhere. That's something that you just don't do. So y'all can say the number. Oh, this is the cemetery, and the oldest person buried there is 200 years ago. Cool,
right?
But that doesn't make what he's doing any better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so because it was 200 years ago, that makes it okay? No, doesn't,
bro. It's terrible that there would even be.
Why would you even tell us
that you would disrupt something that old, man?
Like, you're sick, bro.
You're sick. There's something wrong with this guy. You feel me? So look, continue. Hold up, I'm bringing it back up so y'all can really see the demented behavior.
In between. They just revealed the details, and I also want to show you something here. These are the files, the charges that have been filed in this case. This is how many we're talking: 500 plus. We're talking abuse of a corpse, burglary, theft, all sorts of charges, and today
over 500 charges, man. That's what we talking about, man. I mean. 500 charges. I mean, that's light work. They should definitely run him up. He need to be put underneath the prison.
So what I'm saying is, if there's 500 charges, you telling me that we can't pick the biggest one that'll get him put out of here? It's 500. Just pick one. Pick the hardest. Pick the hardest zone for him and get him the fuck out of here. You gotta go.
Let's just make it easy.
Make it easy on
do
everybody.
This real quick.
We don't gotta go through all of these charges and this is this. Oh, we're gonna give you 200 years in prison. Nigga, ain't that nigga not living for 20 years? That nigga needs a chair, man. Not living for 20 years. We know that. There's no amount of time you can get this man. I know I keep bringing up jail, and I'm saying that because I feel like that's what's gonna be the obvious thing that's gonna happen. He's gonna be in jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's bullshit. Fuck all of the going through the charges, and we finally came to the conclusion that because my thing is if it's 500 of them, and you give him because he's guilty, you give him a year of charge, that's 500 years. Fuck
that part.
Fuck that. Chair. He needs to be put to death, bro.
Yeah, you can't continue this. Your bloodline isn't
like you can't make it like that.
It has to end with you, my boy. There's something deep inside of you that needs to be worked on for real.
He gotta go down. He's not supposed to be here with us,
right?
Regular people. Something is off.
Yeah,
and don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that do off things and do terrible shit, and I get it, totally get it. But this is like the lowest of the lows when it comes to that scale of doing fucked up shit. This is like this
is a crazy story. That's why
I don't think we could hear nothing lower than this.
Yeah, that's why I was like, nah, we gotta talk about this. This is some really weird,
that's like
creepy, and this is happening. Like I said, it's happening in our communities, y'all.
There's some weirdos like this running around,
but they don't want to talk about these stories though.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why would they?
Hey, we learned the details.
It is truly, in the most literal sense of the word, horrific.
Horrific details tonight on a suspect.
And then it's like
I don't like Delaware County.
It's that propaganda shit, B. And not to get off topic, because this is propaganda still, because they're still playing it so calmly. Nobody seems bothered. It's like, man, that shit should bother me.
Man,
you know what I mean? Yeah, man. We live 3,000 miles from Pennsylvania, and that shit bothering me. Like, damn, bro. Like, why somebody had the audacity to do that?
Why would they do this?
Like, what? Like, what is this? So when I get on that propaganda kick, it's like, bro, I'm gonna just say it for the stream in general. Man, this propaganda shit is real. AI is real. All of these things are real. They're all created so that it takes your attention off of knowing what's real. Knowing true shit. Okay? That's what these things are in place for. I would say that AI is the new propaganda, in my personal opinion. Back in the days, the news was propaganda. Whatever they put on the news, you know what I'm saying? Or it's kind of what you go by.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Now, in this day and age, it's the AI shit. They put up this, and it could be fully made with AI, and that's to kind of sway the people into a different way, and then you will see some real shit, and you can't decipher what's real and what's AI. Right back in the day, you can't really decipher what is actually going on versus well, the news said this.
Yep,
that don't mean that it's true.
Media manipulation.
So it's a lot of that's gonna go on in this day and age. We're gonna see even way more weirder shit than this. This is fucking crazy, but we're gonna see crazier shit than this.
Nah, man, yeah, you know what I mean? That's why it's like mad important to talk about these stories.
Yeah, the awareness piece, man.
Yeah, we can look at these news outlets and show you guys what to look for and how they're able to use certain words and how they manipulate the way that they present the story to show, some kind of allegiance to that person or whatever they got going on. As you can see on this story, man, they're trying to be all soft about it. You feel me?
I'm telling you. And I I don't want to come across like, oh, it's just so racial and it's based off of that. But that shit is prevalent in America, in the world right now. If this was a black man, if this was a Mexican man, if this was anything other than a white man, I'll just say it like that. Make it easy for you. This shit would be on every fucking network around this motherfucker.
Well,
because it's not any of those.
Creepy motherfucker.
It's not really, and don't get me wrong, it's a bunch of shit going on.
Right.
There's a bunch of other and more important shit and shit just as important. But for someone to take something that sacred away, I feel like that's more personable for people. because people die every day. People lose a family member every day, every other day, all day. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just died right now. You know what I'm saying? That family gotta figure that out. For you to go and dig up some shit is crazy, bro.
And now it's like, even if that person buries their people, now they gotta be scared that somebody's gonna be out there who could dig up.
So I'm better off burying this thing in my backyard if I got one. I feel much better there because this nigga ain't finna get on my land.
But if you put them in a cemetery, all bets are off. Anything can happen based on this guy lurking in the shadows over here. And that's real, man.
Him and guys alike. I don't feel like it's just in
that part.
It's people everywhere doing that shit, bro.
Man, I'm bringing this shit up again. Here we go.
You say 34-year-old Jonathan Gerlach's home was filled with skeletons and other items stolen from cemeteries. The district attorney's office says he broke into mausoleums and grave sites.
Other items. What are the items, bro? What do you steal from a cemetery, bro? It's a fucking plot and a fucking stone. Don't say other items.
Look, man. No, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know, a lot of people.
We know what he stole.
A lot of people are also buried with jewelry and different stuff that was on their person.
Okay,
so that's probably items because a lot of people pay for those type of things, those little trinkets and stuff. It's very weird, of course.
I hear you,
but that's probably a part of it too. Is he's also stealing like.
But I'm saying
that too.
Do you see the point that I'm making? They're saying that commentator, newscaster said from 200 years ago, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, gold is real, diamonds are real. Man, you put a nigga in the ground and you put a chain on him 200 years later, that chain ain't gonna be that chain, bro.
Yeah, but he gonna take that shit.
I'm just saying, do you get what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So don't say items. No, this nigga's say you guys are don't take the heat off of what this, don't deflect and take the heat off what this shit really is.
Yeah, man.
Fuck the items. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. Like, so what? Oh, I buried my daddy with a fat ass Cuban link, and yada yada. He dug him up. Man, we don't even give a fuck about the Cuban link. The fact that you dug him up and took his skull, and you're trying to sell my daddy's skull. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue. Fuck the items.
That's
we don't give a fuck about the items.
That's a sick part, you know.
You think when you dug him, I'm like, cuz, give me the chain. Oh man, give me the chain. I'm not thinking about the chain. Fuck the chain.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Nah.
Oh, we buried our daddy and all his jewelry. So what? This nigga is worried about the skull,
man,
the bones, to this, to that, and he's putting them on display and then selling it.
That part.
That's the gist of this, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Like, just the way, like I said, the verbiage. I keep saying that over and over again. It's the way that these newscasters are even giving us the information is wild. You know,
they're gonna frame it.
They put it in a certain spot.
Straight up, they're gonna frame that shit however they want to frame it.
I just don't like how that shit be sounding. Like, man, that shit sound crazy.
They tell them, hey guys, do it like this.
Say it like this, man. Yeah. And you know, we won't get too much. It won't be too hot for us.
Multiple times at Mount Moriah Cemetery in Yeadon since Halloween. He was arrested January 6th at the cemetery. Police say he had a bag stuffed with human remains of children and skulls and had more bones in his vehicle. But
children,
so you know what I'm saying? You see how it's getting like kind of
children skeletons.
We're getting to the point that we're pinpointing. So that lets me know. And my personal opinion, it's not just him, bro. There's no way you can go get on the cemetery and know what to dig up. It's my personal opinion. So that means somebody's telling you what to dig up.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's all I'm saying.
They caught him at the cemetery, y'all.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. They caught him there. Oh,
literally.
He's
that's where they caught him, dog. Listen to this, home, bring it back.
I didn't hear that part. I didn't know that they caught him here.
This, y'all.
I thought they caught him at the crib.
Nah, man. This fool was caught in the act.
Cemetery. Hey, police say he had a bag stuffed with human remains.
Back a little bit. There we go.
That's mausoleums and grave sites multiple times at Mount Moriah. Bria Cemetery in Yeadon since Halloween. He was arrested January 6th at the cemetery.
He was arrested.
Police say he had a bag stuffed with human remains of children
Come on,
and
bro.
skulls and had more bones in his vehicle.
Come on,
but
bro.
that was the tip of the iceberg. When investigators executed a search warrant on his home in Ephrata, Lancaster County, they found well over 100 skeletons.
Detectives walked into a horror.
You know, we're in a scary time in life, bro. When people are willing to stoop this low for money, we're in a bad spot.
It almost seems unreal that this could be what people are doing right now in this world. Dog.
Even right now, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, oh, he's doing it for money. Maybe, but I still think the nigga you gotta have a sick fucking problem though to do that for money,
bro.
Come on, bro. You gotta have a real life problem, bro. For money, to do that for money, you gotta have. You're in the sick bag, Scrap. Like you don't even give a fuck.
And look, this story, I said, this story is being suppressed. Nobody's talking about this.
Loud,
it's
bro.
Just going over everybody's head. Nobody cares.
There's a lot of shit going on, though.
Of course,
but still, this still got to be something said. Even out here on the West Coast, yeah, that's an East Coast issue. I get it, because I feel like a lot of shit, news station wise,
yeah,
you know, certain things that happen over there may not make it over here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I feel like this one is like that should get said.
This is the one.
That should get said.
This is the one. This should be, you
that
know,
should make it.
Everybody, like I said, everybody involved, all the people that was his customers, everybody.
Them followers ain't just East Coast niggas. There's some niggas over here doing that shit too,
on,
or on that, maybe not doing it on that type of time too.
Needs to be looked into.
Yeah,
they just start going to all these cemeteries, peeping around, looking at people doing weird stuff. Straight up,
fucking security, man.
Some real security who going, you know, patrol.
Make
you
sure
have a night guard.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Weird going on, bro. Because that's weird.
Yeah, man. Nah, that's
as fucked up as it is morally.
It's demonic,
it's just the
bro.
Thought of like this shit is really some devil worshiping weird shit, bro.
Demonic, bro.
Honestly.
All right, man. That's an hour 15, bro.
Yeah, no, we gonna bang another one though, right after this. We're gonna bang another one. We had something else for y'all, but this we just could not talk about this.
Yeah, man.
You know. So yeah, I'll let you go first this time because usually I go first.
Yeah, man. I'll say, hey,
last thoughts on
this is just, you know, we got to make sure that we keep putting our head on the swivel out here. There's a lot of people doing weird stuff behind the scenes, man. You gotta be careful because, you know, clearly the government is allowing this stuff until the last moment. So
yeah,
y'all stay on y'all P's and Q's, man, because you never know, man. Cemetery stuff is wild.
Yeah.
That's all I got, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't got much more than all I can attest to and just say is this is a real issue. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this to just get overlooked as, you know, we just talking shit. Nah. This is this is not good. It's all I'm saying.
Nah.
I'm just saying if somebody's stooping this low to make money, because I don't know what other reason he would have but to do this, but to make money, to do this, but to make money.
Man.
Yeah, man, it just kind of changes or opens your eyes a little more to, you know, morals and what people are willing to do.
That part.
For money. And don't stop, you know, don't stop having those sacred moments with your families and all of that, because you're gonna have to. But it's just keep in mind that there are real life creeps out here, man.
Yeah, man.
Seriously, like the serious kind, but not just the normal creep. Like I'm talking like you just said, B, the word you said, demonic. Like there are real devil worshipers on this earth, and you know we gotta weed our way through them as God's people. But it's real devil worshipers on the earth, man, and just know that they're willing to do whatever. Clearly, Yeah, other than that, man, that's, you know, love you guys. Keep subscribing. Yeah, I know this was a little wild one, but yeah, we had to say something about this shit.
Yeah, man. We always bringing some curveballs.
Yeah, too crazy to not say nothing.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, we're gonna come right back too, though.
All right. Peace.
Love.